30 seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes.
Is there anybody out there that wants to roll? And is there anybody out there that wants to boogie? Tonight, live from the Apollo, Glasgow.
Well, if you're looking for trouble, I'm the man to see. If you're looking for satisfaction, the satisfaction guaranteed. I'm as cool as a body on ice, hotter than the rolling dice. Send you to heaven, or take you to hell.
Welcome to Glasgow Apollo Live with Scott and Andy.
Got it working. Good evening and welcome to Glasgow Apollo Live with me, Scott MacArthur.
And me, Andrew Muir.
Andrew Muir. Is that what your auntie used to
Andy
call
Muir
you?
even. Andy Muir even. Yeah, she did. Yeah.
I bet she did too. Hi,
Andrew?
Andrew? Yeah, I
Andrew?
remember. That was how many years ago? Was that 30 years ago, mate? Jesus Christ.
Is it? More than that, man.
It's probably more than that. Yeah, that's right. Andrew!
Was that?
Andrew!
Was
Yeah.
that? This is Scott MacArthur on the phone.
Hi, Raymond.
Anyway,
how you doing?
Enough about you. Enough about your private life.
Hello, Raymond. Anyway, oh, God. Well,
Hello, Raymond.
can I just say, I mean, there's only a few of us on at the moment. Hi, Tony, how are you doing? Tony always says that's really nice. Hello, Scott and Andy and good music lovers. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Last week was brilliant, if I say so myself. It was brilliant.
What did we do last?
I don't know what we did last week, but it was just magic. We did a tribute to John Sykes, didn't we?
That's great.
And it was really funny, mate, because I've just realised I don't have my glasses on. Oh, God. Hi, this is me post op.
This is why things are going a bit skew with.
I can't see. But so last week we did a show dedicated to the memory of John Sykes, and I thought it was brilliant. It just worked. And actually, you know the best bit, mate, was when you asked me to drop the needle at a particular spot. And we would have done that this week, guys, but there's been something weird happened in YouTube, so we've had a bit of problems with the downloading stuff for YouTube. So we might still be able to do it while we're playing other tracks. We'll have a look and see if we can get some more stuff on. So we've got more Sammy Hagar, more Big Country tonight than Sammy Hagar. That was not the intention. It was going to be half and half, but because we Andy did the tracks, the Big Country tracks a couple of weeks ago, we've got them, but there's a wee problem with YouTube. But we do have a couple of tracks, which is great. So as I said in the email, not the email, Facebooks. Tonight we're going to talk about Sammy. Now, was it Sammy Hagar played this night? Was it? When was that? 82, 81, 83? When was that? Back in the 80s, obviously.
It was the 28th of January. So
What year?
1982.
1982.
1982.
82, 92, 2002, 2002.
Come on, man.
40 years ago, right? I've been teaching all day, so I'm in that mode, mate. I've been in that mode all day, right? Today we're going to talk about health and safety. Oh, God. Anyway. But, so 40 years ago.
Put that Bunsen burner down.
That's quite close to what happened today, I can assure. Ian, if you're tuning in, I didn't mean it, mate. Sorry. But 40 years ago. God. Kenny, how you doing? Hello from Kenny. Not been on for a while. You might remember, boys. I'm my
I remember you.
I remember
Of
you,
course.
Kenny. Of Glenn Hughes.
2G,
The good news is
2N.
we have no Glenn Hughes. We can't play Glenn Hughes, but we could play Glenn Hughes, but not from the Apollo. And I have to say it last week. Hi, James. Last week, has Raymond went bald? What? As usual, James, clear as day. Last week, for the first time on the show, we played music videos, 2 of them. And it's really funny, mate, because I don't know if you realise, but we got, they kicked us off, I think, YouTube, I think, not Facebook, maybe it was the other way around, I can't remember. I think it was YouTube that kicked us off. But then they reinstated us and they said, you will be sharing revenue with the band. And I'm like, oh. But Facebook's still a bit of a mess. But what? Hello, David. Be back at 10. The show must go on. Okay, David. Good. We'll look forward to seeing you then, mate.
Okay,
but, I think the record companies are starting to realise that we're not actually trying to steal revenue because we don't make any frigging money from this. We're trying to promote. Good thing, particularly when we get Hunters Report like last week, which was mad. Watching the show over the 7 days, so it's great. But just mad. You can't play AC/DC, you can't play Led Zeppelin, you can't play Scheme, Hi Nora, you can't play who are the other bands? The Police, can't play them. YouTube takes the biscuit with its minions. It does, James. It's nonsense. And I mean, if you look at, I've had cause to look at the revenue streams and the ones that are for the band, and I mean, there's one called Bandcamp, which is fantastic for the bands, but of course it's only music. I mean, we could use it, but it tends to be new music, so it's no use for the Glasgow Apollo. Most of the rest of recordings or whatever, and it means that if you're broadcasting it, they just ban you. It's crap. It's stupid. And once that guy from the Eagles dies, what's his name again? What's the guy for the Eagles?
Glenn Frey?
Not Glenn Fry.
Glenn Fry?
No, the other one.
Don
What's
Henley?
The really annoying. No, Don Henley. Once Don Henley dies, things will get better because he's a tit. Honestly, he's an absolute moron. I mean, the guy, I don't like the Eagles anyway, but he is fighting to get any Eagles track, no matter how little. Even Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy theme track, he's now stopping people from playing episodes of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy because he's got the Eagle. A lot of people don't know this, but the theme track to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy was the Eagles. It doesn't sound like the Eagles. It's far too fucking melodic. So I really don't like the Eagles. Because of him, moron. Anyway, I better say what I think. James, get YouTube. I don't know what that means, James. What? Music? Oh, I don't know what it means. Hello, Cheryl.
Get YouTube.
You probably gather I'm in a bit of a mood because well, James, everybody's trying. I mean, even Rick Beato, that we've spoken about before on the show, has taken them to court. I mean, ridiculous. Taken them to court and said, I'm promoting the bands, and he lost, which is just crazy. That Egypt from the Eagles has got 60 plus people scanning the internet for Eagles music and banning the people who are playing it. I mean, I just hope
that's what he says.
Well, yeah. I just hope they disappear. I can't be doing with them. Anyway, I'm in the mood.
Well, they can go and mime somewhere else.
Well, exactly, mate. There you go. Stronger than anything I could say. But anyway, thanks last week. It was brilliant, and the feedback was amazing. And we're going to try and mimic it this week with some issues because we couldn't quite get enough Sammy Hagar music, but we've got some. So what have you been listening to this week, pal?
I can't remember. Honestly.
You can't remember?
Can't remember. Yeah.
Oh. Here's a band for you. Just pulling.
I actually did. I listened to Whitesnake again.
Oh, did you? I'm not surprised. It was great. It was brilliant last week, wasn't it?
Yeah. Listen to that, but no, I didn't.
I've been listening to a band called Clone, Klone.
I saw you.
Did you listen to it? No. Oh, dear. No. French band formed in the late.
Did he speak in the French?
No, they're singing English, and
en français.
They're like sort of pals with Gojira, who some folk might have heard of, who were the band that did the opening ceremony of the Olympics. Brilliant band, and to be quite honest, I've never heard of them. And then one of the other presenters not from Radio Cotswolds, but from another radio show, she said to me, "Have you heard of Clone?" And I went, "No, I never heard of them." Bloody hell, brilliant, absolutely magic. So if you like sort of grungy, well, like how to describe them? It's a bit like Tool mixed with Nirvana and Soundgarden with a wee bit of Alice in Chains. Does that make sense? I mean, if you're into music, you'll get that. Yeah, to me it does. But yeah, brilliant band, absolutely brilliant. What a singer! So Clone, listen to Clone, folks. They're not.
Okay.
They're kind of. I guess it's kind of prog, but it's not really. It's kind of metal rock sort of sound. Really, really good. Clone, KLONE, brilliant. Been listening to them all week. Brilliant band. What a band! And another band I've been listening to is a band called Life Signs, which is the guy from The Law, Andy. You know that? Remember I said to you. Do you remember The Law, folks? Paul Rogers, John Young. John Young was the keyboard player. He's toured with Bonnie Tyler and all that sort of. And really, really good. Yeah, Trust are a good band as well, Kenny. You're absolutely right. And remember April Wine? They were good. They played the Apollo, didn't they? Hiya, Jared. How you doing? So yeah, so they're really, these are quite interesting bands. And John Young is fantastic. His band Life Signs are really good. But if you like, I mean, it's probably a bit proggy for some folk, but it's a bit like Pink Floyd. It's not like Tangerine Dream, or no, it's not like, you know, King Crimson or anything like that. It's a lot more maybe Genesis-ish, but not really. You need to listen to it, guys. But that's how I've been listening to it. It's been really good. And I'm interviewing John Young from Life Signs on Tuesday, so he's a bit of a dude. And what else have I been doing? I did a 19-hour shift on Thursday, mate.
Well, that's not good for you.
I was knackered. I think that's why I'm so tired tonight. I nearly never made it tonight, if I'm honest. Anyway, right. So, tonight, Big Country. Remember them?
Yeah, I do.
So, we're going to play some Big Country tonight.
This is the Steel Town tour.
Yes. And they're still going. They're still going without Stuart, aren't they? They're still the guy from The Alarm was singing them for a while.
I think he was.
I don't know who's in the band now.
Another guy. Well, I read it, but when I was doing the video, I did some Wikipedia research, and it was all very. This year, it had all gone a bit. 2024. 2024. Ridiculous. People will be writing that on our checks for ages, won't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, it seemed like they changed a lot of the personnel at the end of 2024. So they got a new singer, right. I think. And he sounds.
You remember who it is?
No.
No. Right.
No.
But they're still.
But he was. It would be a dream come true for someone because he was a tribute act.
Oh, was he really the Judas Priest thing? Yeah.
Yeah. So he got to singing.
Right.
With one of his heroes.
I remember seeing them. No,
and the drummer Mark
Brzezicki. Right.
He's not in them anymore. He left. He was He was in 2024. He was still there, but he's gone now.
He's gone.
And the drummer, the bass player, he's gone as well. He retired.
Oh God, is there any original members then? No.
Bruce.
The red-haired guy. Yeah.
And
there's been. Is he right? There's been a bit of debate because Lynyrd Skynyrd have just announced a tour.
Oh yeah.
With no original members, yeah, but they've got Rival Sons supporting them, or is it Blackberry Smoke? Maybe both of them. Anyway, it's I want to go. I want to go. I've not got tickets for it. I don't know if I can afford tickets for it, but I want to go. Ricky Medlock's in them, and he was kind of an original member of Lynyrd Skynyrd. He was a drummer for a wee while, and I think it was 71, 72 or something. Then obviously he left before they got really famous, and then he formed Blackfoot, who were a great Apollo band. I wish we had a Blackfoot recording, mate. I mean, has anybody got the Glasgow Apollo version of the Highway song? If you have, folks, please send us it. I'd love to play it.
Is it actually?
Well, that's a good. That's yeah. He does say
Did he just-
Glasgow in the recording, but
Yeah, but he does. There's a special Manchester one where he says
there is. Yeah, it might not be at the
Manchester.
Apollo, but
Or
at least he
whatever.
says Glasgow. I mean, come on, we don't need to be that
Oh,
that stickler. But anyone that remembers Blackfoot, they were a great band. They're a fantastic band. Train, remember that? Brilliant song, great song.
Yeah.
I loved Highway Song. What song do you want to hear? Highway Song, brilliant. And he's the main man now, really. Apart from Van Zant's brother, who's the singer now, and he's been singer for like 3 million years. He's a good singer, sounds like his brother. So I liked him last time. But if Blackberry Smoke or Rival Sons are supporting him, I'm going. You know, I'll need to try and find out how I can go. I don't know how I can go, but I'll try and go. James, I appreciate you are expanding your musical horizons, Scott, my son.
oh,
That's my
got a
phone.
loon.
Sorry.
You've got a loon
It's
going
my,
on.
It's my curlew. It's my curlew. It may all be a bit heavy to me. It's not heavy, man. Half the music is not all heavy. I mean, it's nonsense. Listen to Life Signs. Listen to any of these bands. They're not heavy.
Jared, there's a website you could go and check. www.glasgowapollo.com. That'll tell
the guys
you.
That run it are very dodgy. The guys that run that website.
Dodgy.
Dodgy. The facts are
Dodgy.
terrible. Anyway, James goes on to say it may all be a bit heavy for me. It's not, James. It's not. It's not plinky plonky like a lot of stuff you like, but it's not heavy either. I'm currently listening to a band with a weird name called Someone Still Loves You, Boris Yeltsin. That is a weird name. You're absolutely right. That is definitely a weird name. I think we should play some music.
Yes.
So, Big Country. What big? I get Big Country sort of Phoenix Light came out of the Skids, didn't they? And obviously the Skids were popular at the Apollo, as were Big Country. And they were one of these bands that I think I'm right to say. You'll tell me. Obviously, you'll tell me anyway if I get it wrong. But they were kind of a crossover band, weren't they? It is Blackberry Smoke, Cheryl, brilliant. Imagine having Blackberry Smoke as your support act. Bloody hell, Jesus. Anyway, it's like Black Sabbath having Van Halen as a support act. Obviously, that didn't go well for Black Sabbath, but when AC/DC had them as support, they smashed them, so it wasn't a big issue. Anyway,
Jared, who was it that said? Was it Jared? They supported the Scorpions.
Did they?
Scorpions!
Scorpion! I need to have them on again. Hello! I love you! Anyway, that's the Japanese version, obviously, of the Scorpions. But so Big Country are one of these bands, unusually, that went across the genres. Everybody liked them. They were kind of like, they weren't a rock band. Well, they were a rock band, but they weren't a heavy rock band, and they weren't a punk band. And they certainly weren't a new wave or new romantic. They were in a kind of quite unusual, weren't they? Quite. I mean, you can't say quite unique. That's bad English, but they were unique. Were Big Country. And I remember, like, what was that album? Was it The Seer? Was it The Seer? It was called, wasn't it? The Seer.
Well,
was it?
I don't know.
The album.
Which one did you like? Did you like The Seer?
No, The Seer. I just liked the album. I liked the whole album. I liked the title track, but I liked the whole album as well. It was good. And A Big Country's a great song, and they made the guitar sound like a.
The Seer, featuring Kate Bush.
Was it? Oh, I don't remember that.
The song The Seer.
I'd quite like to play Kate Bush at any point. I get an opportunity to play Kate Bush. I would like a recording of Kate Bush from anywhere, really, and we'll play it.
I remember Steel Town more because that's when they sort of had their first big hits, I think. Or the Crossing.
I remember the Crossing. But
in the Big Country and then Chance. No, they were good.
They were good. No, they were good. And they got enough. And weirdly, they got an awful lot of radio and TV play, didn't they? Because the Skids didn't they? Yeah, but they did. And anyway,
Well, the Skids were. Why I heard the Skids was because I listened to John Peel.
Ah, yeah, of course.
He'd play them.
Well, I'm getting more Mackie Viti stuff here. Scott, my son, your music is heavy. What do you mean heavy? Do you mean heavy or heavy? Maybe no as heavy as some of the occult stuffs that our resident metal head Liam listens to. Too right. But compared to some ma folk, rock stuff. Because you're looking at a lot of pish a lot of the time. You are dabbling in heavy underground. Am I? Oh, don't underestimate the heaviness. Scott, my son. All right, I don't know. James,
Just enjoy your night, mate.
enjoy your night. Are you drinking? Are you drinking Tango again, James? Now, there's not an after show again tonight, James. You better set up your after show chat on the Facebooks. Anyway, right, let's play some music. Now, as I said last week, the wee system we use is not particularly well set up at the moment. Not our fault, it's the system itself. So the music just goes boom when I start it. So I apologise that we can't fade in professionally or fade out unprofessionally, but we'll do our best. So this is Big Country from the Glasgow Apollo, 1984. God. This is Rain Dance in the intro. Well, that was rather good, wasn't it? That was all right. I liked that. Apparently, according to Boots, who's a guy who is one of our friendliest commentators, he says, another week of Poodle Rock. Disappointed. Poodle Rock?
Fair enough.
Was that Poodle
Big
Rock?
country.
Poodle. Big
No.
country, mate.
Got
Poodle Rock?
no idea.
No clue.
That man has
Sammy Hagar?
no
Poodle
idea.
Rock? No idea. This is a guy that was in Montrose, mate. Get a grip. Anyway.
He also went to D.
So I love that guitar sound. You know, the almost like bagpipes. It's brilliant, and obviously they used it a lot, and it was the kind of their motif. And what was it? Kenny said skids were better, middle of the road. I don't know if I agree with that, Kenny. I don't know if they were middle. I know it was light and it was kind of poppy, I guess, but I don't think they were middle of the road. Right?
No.
Did you know that none of the original lineup?
We would play the skids, but the recording we've got is a wee bit.
Yeah, we have played them a few times, haven't we? Yeah, it's ropey. But Dave, yes, I did know that there was none of them from Scotland. Stuart was born in Manchester, yeah, but he grew up. He was a fifer. Bruce was born in Ontario, Canada, and Mark and Tony were both Londoners. Yeah, but still a great band. And it's kind of like, I mean, Rod Stewart was born in London. You know, it's kind of, you know, Phil Lynott was born in London. So you know, a lot of that stuff, yeah. Manchester, yeah. He wasn't born, you know. Slash was born in Stoke, you know, but it's kind of like he was Stoke.
Stoke alumni.
He's a Potteries man, you know. But yeah, no, you're right, and I get what you're saying. I don't think you're absolutely right, of course. But I like the fact that Stuart was proud of where he lived, and he had a Scottish accent. And I know he wasn't born in Scotland, but he was a Scotsman.
He had a Scottish.
He was a fifer. He was a pretty. I think he was he a Dunfermline fan or a Wraith Rovers fan? I can't quite remember. Can anyone remember what he was? Was he a Par or a Wraith Rovers fan? I can't quite remember. I'm trying to remember. No, I don't remember. But anyway, I like them. They're great. And they were one of these bands. I saw them. How many times did I see? I think I saw them 2 or 3 times, and they were kind of supporting.
They supported your
Top and the Sporting Marillion. And they were brilliant at Marillion. They were really good. They went down really well at Milton Keynes Bowl, wasn't it? That's when the Law. Funny enough. Oh, wait a minute. There's a connection. Yes, that's when the Law was on the bill as well. The Paul Rodgers band with John Young. And anyway, I'm going to play another track. So this is more Poodle Rock, according to Boots.
Poodle Rock. He's no idea. No idea.
Now this is a much more famous song than Rain Dance. This is in a big country, isn't it?
Big country. I've never seen good like this without a reason. I've got a promise from it through another season. As is for you. I never took this far away from anybody's face. And that's a desperate way to look for someone who is never done. In a big country tree, stay with you like a lover's voice. Where's the mountains say? Tree.
One of the best recordings ever from the Apollo in a big country,
Love it.
the magnificent big country. That was brilliant example of Poodle Rock. You know, fantastic. As Chris says, bloody
Sure.
magic. How good was that? I mean, bloody hell, what a band!
That
It was
must be
magic.
I think I've said it before, but that must be the
Yeah.
best thing if you're in a band. If you're in a band and everyone sings your words back at you, that must be so good.
Yeah, absolutely. I only ever seen that lineup once, and they supported Queen at Nebworth. I was there, mate. They were brilliant that day. They were brilliant, Dave. They were absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
What I love that because, as you said, mate, it captures the moment, the Apollo moment. You know, when the as you say, the crowd are singing your song. The passion, absolutely fantastic, brilliant.
Yeah.
As I say, Boots and Jimmy, guys, no bends. Sorry, no bends. Fantastic example from the Glasgow Apollo. Absolutely brilliant. Now, I'm going to go, Andy, I didn't mention this earlier. I'm going to go on a wee tangent here because one of the guys who
All
was
right.
in Big
Tangent.
Country, not the band,
We
we have a recording of
We should
Tangent.
have a. We should have a.
Why
Why don't we
what you
get
say?
it made up?
Sorry.
Let's just tangent time. You get a thing
No,
that says,
it was kind of connected. I was trying to
Tangent
think of, you know, because we had problems getting the Sammy Hagar stuff to download. I thought, well, I can look at some of the stuff I've got on my laptop. And it's a new laptop, which is the problem because all the stuff I have was on my other laptop and it collapsed. And I've just got the rescued thing of that, and it's not quite sorted yet. But and one of the bands that also played at the Apollo ended up in Big Country. Who was that? Does anybody know? Singer after Stuart died.
excuse me.
You can answer if you like, or you can.
Can
be
I
enlightened.
just
I don't
say
care what you-
thanks very
Yeah.
much to active listening thing?
Yes.
Well, my question's, can I thank recordings, Jack McCarthy and the team there for that recording?
Brilliant. It's just knockout. Dave, you got
That's
it
what I'm saying.
right.
Thanks very much, Jack.
We love those guys. It's
I'm way
it's like a little
behind or
sister,
something.
isn't it?
Is it taking ages?
I think you are a wee bit behind. I think there's a wee bit of a delay because it was the same when we were setting up. But
Right.
hey, it's all right.
Right.
So Dave's right. The alarm. Now, I also the alarm were a bit like Big Country for me. They were like a really, really good rock band. They weren't quite a rock band, if you know what I mean. They weren't quite an alt band. They didn't quite fit in anywhere. And this is the hit. I had to choose this because it's just the best song I think they've done. I'm not an aficionado, but this is The Alarm from the Glasgow Apollo. Can you guess the song, guys? Go on, guess the song. What I put it on. Go on, Dave. But and this lad was diagnosed with cancer ages ago, and he's still going. And his wife's amazing. They're an amazing couple. It's more Poodle Rock, though. You know, it's just Poodle Rock all the way on this show. Yeah, it's Poodle Rock. Poodle Rock. And but this is a brilliant song. I'm just gonna play it. Nobody's answering it, so I'll do it myself. This is The Alarm, and this is the absolutely brilliant 68.
And now they're trying to take my life away. Forever young, I cannot stay. Hey! On every corner, I can see them behind. They don't know my name, they don't know my kind. They're after you, with their promises. Yeah, promises are gone. They're after you to sign your life away. Shout, yeah, yo. 68 guns who never die. 68 guns on battle cry. 68 guns. 68 guns. The painted walls are all we've ever known. Yeah. The guns forever, but that's our battle cry. It is the flag that we fly so high. For every day, they'll try and drag us down, drag us down and down. I cry with anger, I have no cry. What about it? Yeah, yo. 68 guns who never die. 68 guns on battle cry. 68 guns who never die. 68 guns on battle cry. 68 guns. 68 guns. Yeah. Upon the terrace, can I hear the crowd roar? Down in the subway, can I hear them whisper? Through all the raging glory of the years, we never once thought of the fears for what we'd do when the battle cry was over. Nothing lasts forever. It's all they seem to tell you when you're young. Won't you give me your hands? Won't you give me your hands? Won't you give me your hands? Won't you reach for the sky? Won't you give me your hands? Yeah, yo. Yeah, yo. Yeah, yo. Yeah, yo. When you're young, and no illusion, no decision. 68 guns. One more time. The 68 guns. Thank you.
Another brilliant example of a fabulous corn from the Glasgow Apollo. Does anybody know what that song's about? Don't answer, Andy. Anyone know what that song's about? Now they're Welsh. Written by Mike Peters and the other guy. I can't remember the other guy's name. But what that song was about? Go on. Mr. McAvee's rapidly hitting Googles. 68 guns. What's it about? What's it about? Come on. 2 or 3 folk got it right. I'm still getting abuse on Facebook from Twat and Twatface about Poodle Rock, saying that Sammy Hagar was Poodle Rock. Sammy fucking Hagar. Sorry, it's got to me tonight. Sammy Hagar was in Montrose, one of the best bands ever to set foot on the Apollo stage. Honest to God. Kenny, what a record! Wasn't it a brilliant recording again? Anyway, the song 68 Guns is about the Glasgow gangs in the 60s. It was based on a book that Mike Peters read when he was a kid about the violence in Glasgow. And I don't know the whole story. Somebody did tell me the whole story, but I've forgotten it. If anyone knows the whole story, tell me. But it was actually a Welshman singing about Glasgow gangs in Glasgow in the 1980s. Isn't that fab? It's brilliant. So I thought the Alarm were brilliant, a really good band. And I saw Mike. Have you ever seen Mike Peters, mate? You ever seen him live? I think Andy's thing's behind, isn't it? It's a bit. Can you hear me, mate?
No.
No. Can everybody else hear me? Because I'm ranting tonight. I've been wound up. I've let it get to me.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me. Did you ever see Mike Peters?
I can hear
It's not right, mate. It's not working right. You're about 3 sentences behind me. You never saw Mike Peters. Anyway, I saw Mike Peters a couple of times. I saw him.
Okay.
You want to restart? You want to restart? Reboot or something. See if you can come in. Because you're out of sync, I think, Andy, mate. Or either that or I'm out of sync. It's one of us is out of sync. But I saw Mike Peters in the Alarm supporting. It might be in Big Country actually. But I also saw them. It's a weird one. I think it was okay, mate. Right, thank you. I think I saw them supporting the Almighty. Do you remember the Almighty, folks? Andy's just going to reboot, so he's in sync with everybody else. Do you remember the Almighty? They were a great band. I loved them. Really fantastic band. Andy's just trying to sort out his technology. But again, what I liked, and Andy said it earlier, I love the fact that the crowd were so into that. Now, I'm not even sure the Alarm were headlining that night, were they? Can anyone Google it? I think it was supporting SLF. So it was a fantastic recording of a fantastic band doing a great song. So while Andy's sorting his tech out, I'm going to play another song by the Pool rock band Big Country. And let's have a wee look. Which one will I play now? I've got that one. We played that one. Right. I love this song. This is another one of the big hits. See, when you look at the track list of Big Country, nearly every song was a hit. So despite the fact they were never a huge act, they had loads of hits, which is kind of the thing about bands that have that pop success. And as Andy said, middle of the road. I don't agree necessarily. Not Andy. Kenny said middle of the road. I don't know, Kenny. I don't know. But anyway, this is a great song, and it's called "Fields of Fire." So this is 1984.
horrendous between the city and the ruin. Before the falling of the wind, before the journey of the ruins. Right when I don't want until you smile. When I don't want until you smile. 400 miles on fields. This is all yours.
Brilliant. I don't want to stop this. That was Big Country Fields of Fire, December 1984.
Tony and myself, Stuart, we'd like to thank you all for all the warmth you've shown to us throughout the year. Merry Christmas. Remember, stay alive. Cheers.
Big Country, as recorded by Radio Clyde's Mobile 2 back in December of last year. Incidentally, I recorded and mixed the gig for Radio Clyde, and the engineer was Tom Stevenson on the night. Hope you enjoyed that.
Why wasn't that Tom Russell? Hey, Tom Russell here.
I don't know. Tom wasn't there. When he said stay alive, it's just...
Oh, that's exactly what hit me, mate. That's why I played that, because I thought, when I heard it earlier, I thought, oh, jeez, oh, terrible. What a good track, the way. Yeah, Raymond, you're absolutely right. Absolutely tragic, without a doubt, tragic. Yeah, Davey's with us now. Hi, Dave. How you doing, mate? Well, we hope it's as good as last week. The thing about last week was it was really focused because it was about one of the great guitar players. So this week we had some technical problems, so Andy and I tried to download some Sammy Hagar. We've got a wee bit, but we didn't quite manage it. So what we've done is we've kind of gone adjacent, I've tried to create a playlist around a kind of a theme, if you guess, but if you like. So that's the next tune though, because we're playing Scottish music, if you will. Yes. And one of the bands that we have completely neglected, and the last time we played them, we did really, really well. So I'm going to play them again. Well, Nazareth, right? Wow. Poodle Rock,
I'm not neglecting them.
Well, you have, mate.
Those Poodle Rockers.
There's Poodle Rockers, but he had curly hair. This guy, so he's definitely a Poodle Rocker. He's right up there with
Poodle Rocker, mate.
And what a band! I mean, Jesus. Thank God we saw them. Only just, it was like, for me, it was like an 86, I think I saw them. And then I saw them again, 91-ish. And that was it,
Oh, wow.
But this is from the Apollo.
I only saw them.
You saw them in Australia, didn't you?
No. I
You saw them in the UK.
Calder Park.
First, right,
first annual Scottish Rock Festival.
First annual Scottish Rock Festival, right?
The only one.
Yeah.
I know
that was who else was on that bill? Can you remember who else was in the bill? I'm sure some of the guys were at it, but who else was on the bill? Brilliant band.
Wasted in Glasgow. What
Oh, these
Glasgow
Poodle
now?
Rock band. Poodle Rock again, mate. I'm sorry, Poodle Rock. I can't. I don't remember the. I'm going. Somebody will look it up and tell us. James, have a look.
No,
Um,
yeah. Not playing.
Wasted, another brilliant band that had that brief moment where they almost made it, didn't they? They were like on the
They were
edge and
there,
not
maybe.
quite. Brilliant, but they were too keen on the alcohol, I think, weren't they? It
Yeah.
kind of spoiled them a wee bit. But yeah, we haven't played Wasted for a while, actually, have we? We've played them once, I think, long time ago.
There's a dodgy recording. It's very dodgy.
I think there's quite a good recording as well, was there not?
Oh,
I thought there was
okay.
quite a good. No, maybe I'm wrong. No, I don't know. It's all merging into one. It's all the years and years and years of listening to Poodle Rock. It's fucking
Calder
brain.
Park. Did I say Calder Glen?
Calder
Was it?
Park.
That was
Calder
East
Park.
Kilbride. East Kilbride.
Ah, Palace and Frankie Miller. Mate,
That's
Tony,
right.
we yeah.
There's a Frankie Miller.
Oh,
Frankie Miller, wasted Frankie Miller Palace Chaser in Nazareth. Yes.
Brilliant.
There is
What a
a
great
there's a
gig.
Frankie Miller on the YouTubes. That set is on the
Isn't there?
YouTube.
Oh, so it is. I
The
remember you
Frankie-
sending me. Yeah.
The Frankie Miller one.
I mean, maybe sometime, because well, certainly Andy and I are massive Frankie Miller fans. Maybe we'll play some of that one night. I know it's breaking the rules a wee bit, but who cares? We've played Palace a few times, Tony, on here because
Called
they're
it Glen.
brilliant.
I was right.
Aye, well done, mate, well done, well done. That's right, East Kilbride. Was that the one with had a pole in the middle of the stage? Remember,
Yeah,
there was a.
yeah, I think so. There was
Aye,
something.
I remember
in
that.
the-
Yeah, and it rained really badly, didn't it? It was another one of these wet ones that we. Well, I don't know. I don't remember, mate. If I'm honest, I don't. I wasn't there, but I remember you guys. I think you were all moaning about it, but it might have merged in with Deep Purple at Nebworth. So I might have it completely wrong.
That was
That was a
rain.
day. That was a day and a half. Aye. So I'm going to play some Nazareth. Now Nazareth have got a live album from the Apollo, and we've played it a couple of times, but I don't think we played it enough. One of our own.
Thanks, Raymond.
What? Just brilliant band, and this is I mean, right? Well, if you listen to this, you know I'm not an Eric Clapton fan. Can't stand the guy. Liked his early career, then I just pap, and the guy's a dick. But this is Nazareth doing Cocaine, which is just a banging track.
GG Kale.
Sorry?
GG Kale. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The world of pop music has been a multi-million-dollar global industry for at least 30 years now, and Scotland was able to participate because here in Glasgow there was a venue capable of holding the supergroups
Never
for
heard
their
this
live
guy is.
concerts. But after 12 years as Scotland's prestigious rock and roll theatre, the Glasgow Apollo bit the dust on June the 16th, 1985.
We're a good one there, actually. The stage has really got to be the highest stage in the world. And of course, we used to tell all the American acts that because that's because of the Glasgow Thunters part, you know. And you've got to keep them back, you know. And we played there one night, and there was two guys actually made it onto the stage. I don't know how they did it. And the bouncers were going to throw them off, and we were saying, no, give them a prize. How did they get up there? You know, and they did. Didn't they?
Can you sing? Can you sing the word cocaine? Are you sure? 1, 2, 3. Very good, very good.
Another brilliant recording from the Glasgow Apollo. How good were that band? What do you think, mate?
Very good. Yeah.
I just love
I was just reading. What day was that? Was that in September, 1981?
something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I just was reading Billy Rankin's account of that gig.
All right, okay.
Sick that day. He got sick in Edinburgh the night before, obviously. Sick of Edinburgh in Edinburgh. He doesn't.
How could anyone ever get sick of Edinburgh? Come on, come on.
Fair enough. Yeah, whatever you like. You know.
Damn.
Uh,
Davey saying,
You're talking to a Glaswegian here, man. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna say.
well,
sure
you know
it's
what I
not
think of Edinburgh. Anyway,
Yeah.
Edinburgh's my kind of. It's funny, isn't it? How we all kind of grew up next to Glasgow. Then I went to uni in Edinburgh and just fell in love with the place. And I like them both. I'm probably more drawn to Edinburgh these days than I was Glasgow. But hey, I better watch what I'm saying. Anyway, Davey saying Dan McCaffrey and his bottle of wine, seen Naz a few times at the Apollo. Brilliant. We need to play more Nazareth, right? Yet another great band, says Dave. I only seen them once when they had Zal Clemenson in the band. Yeah, we've got pictures of Zal in the band, actually, somewhere. I think
It's not the Apollo. What do you mean it's not the Apollo?
Who said it's not the Apollo?
Kenny McLeod.
What's not the Apollo? That is the Apollo, Kenny. Kenny, man. That is the Apollo. I was thinking the old Calder Park Zoo. Yeah, Davey, Calder Park. I remember it was horrible, Calder Park Zoo. I didn't like it. What was the guy's name? The guy who ran Calder Park Zoo, Park. Was it some Park his name was? He was friends with my mum and dad, which is very, very odd that they had friends. Anyway, Paul. Oh, there's Paul. There's Paul coming in. Paul, there's some more Poodle Rock for you, mate. A bit of Nazareth and Big Country. Excellent choice, gentlemen. At least it's no. Oh, fuck off. Andrew's saying, awesome live band. They're brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. One of these bands that I don't think they ever got the adulation they deserve. I was looking at there was a thing in the I think it was the Herald the other day, and it was the top 20 Scottish bands. And you know who was missing, mate? Nazareth and the sensational.
I was just going to say, you're going to tell me. Oh wow!
I mean, Alex Harvey. Come on, come on, and it just shows you how this is the thing about social media, because people not like the Alex Harvey band, but the management company of the Alex Harvey band, who've been banning people from playing their music on the socials. Richard Park, yeah, thank you. I thought it was Park. And they forget that these bands are dying. It's like, and I've said this before. I mean, Rick Beato said, Jimi Hendrix sells no records. He's dying. He's disappearing. People don't know who he is. And it's like, well, who knows who Nazareth are? Who knows?
I watched a video of a guy. He's the world's biggest YouTuber. This is how much I know. Right. It's called Mr. Beast.
Oh, he's very good, that guy. He's all right,
Mr. Beast, right? He's talking to this comedian, and the comedian said, "Oh yeah, I was listening to some Prince." And he said, "Who's Prince?"
Oh, for goodness sake!
Yeah,
that's the point, isn't it? That absolutely makes the
point.
Who
is Prince? Who is
Prince? Boots is saying, "Nah, it was Richard O'Grady." Well done, mate. Richard O'Grady's was in a Poodle Rock band, anyway. But the serious point there is serious. What these bands are doing, these bands' management, legacy management, is crap. Because it's like, I mean, I don't care if the Eagles disappear, but Jimi Hendrix disappearing is not right. It's not right.
No.
And Prince disappearing, not right. We need to keep these groups going. And I mean, bands like, it's weird, isn't it? Because bands like Queen, no issue. They keep going. You go to Glastonbury and they play a song by Queen, everybody knows the songs. You play a song with Jimi Hendrix, they'll go, who's that? Who's that guy? And it is quite odd and very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Anyway, we'll play some more music by the Fife crowd now, because we've got a couple of more pieces of music and I'm Might put some more on as well. Hang on. Now, I haven't played Wonderland, have I? I haven't. Right. Now, this 1984 again. It's also the same gig. Great recording, great gig by a band that not everybody liked. I liked them certainly. And I think it was Kenny said they were a big band. Or it was Raymond. A big band for a short period of time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I bet if you ask somebody
In a big country was, I think it's. I was reading in Wikipedia there. It said that it was number 7 in Australia and number 17. Number 17 in the UK. Oh, wow.
But then again, mate, I think again what Tom Russell said to us a
Never
long time
heard it
ago.
on the radio.
No, I know
Never
exactly.
heard it on the radio here.
But when you hear a band like that, where see again, this is why I want the blue plaque and the Renfield Street to be for the Glasgow Choir, not for the bands, because the bands were just touring, didn't really know where they were, you know. Well, I think Stuart Adams knew where he was, but most bands don't really know where they are when they're touring. They're getting pissed and drugged up and shagging, you know. They're not really paying any attention. But this, you know, they think they're in Wonderland, don't they? Fantastic again, Big Country at the Glasgow Apollo 1984, mate. Fantastic. But you're quite right. It was Richard O'Grady, of course it was. Richard Part was the guy
Excellent.
who gave Tom Russell his job at the Glasgow Apollo at the Radio Clyde. So Richard Part was the Fame Academy guy. Remember Richard Part? Remember he was the grumpy guy on Fame Academy. And
No, because I was
amazingly,
never there to watch Fame Academy.
you know, right? But he was the guy. No, Andy, you'll remember in a minute.
I remember him.
He was the guy that
He was
yeah,
on the-
and
he used to do a radio show
absolutely right,
on
Boots.
Radio Clyde.
Radio show, yeah, he did. And he was the guy who we interviewed right way back 18 years ago about the Glasgow Apollo. So you've gone to www.glasgowapollo.com, apparently there's a website. There's an interview there with Richard Park. So sorry, I got that completely wrong. Well done, Boots. It was Richard O'Grady. And I say he was friends with my parents, which is very bizarre that they had friends, but I'm just saying they certainly had that something, yeah, that was different about them.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Such a
I'm
tragedy.
just looking at
that
the
is not still with us. Yeah,
looking up
you're absolutely right, Andrew.
Wonderland on Wikipedia, and it said Tommy Vance says Wonderland should be heard by everyone who likes fine music.
He's right.
Yeah.
He's right.
Tommy Vance,
Oh, what a man.
rock on, Tommy.
I'm enjoying my red wine tonight. Ah, well, I missed Tommy.
Yeah.
It's weird how he died. So it's really annoying. But right, so we're going to go to the bit of the show that certainly Andy and I have been looking forward to. Sammy Hagar. Now, this is a guy who, I mean, just unbelievable how good he was. And Montrose are a band that any rock fan that knows about rock music loves Montrose. And they only had one album. Was it just one album?
No,
mate? I think it was, wasn't it?
They had a few.
Did they?
Yeah.
See, I haven't looked it up. I only thought, right, okay. And this was with Sammy as a wee boy. You know, he was only 18 or something when he joined the band. And there's a fantastic Old Grey Whistle Test recording of him back in I think it's the early 70s, and he's in Montrose, and oh God, he's such a good singer. And the bit of the Robert Plant about him in the early days, and he's a huge Led Zeppelin fan, so that's not surprising really. And it's annoying because I wanted to play, Andy and I were trying to get the Zeppelin tracks because he does them so well.
He does.
Him and Bill Church, who were together at this point, did them brilliantly. And I have to say, had you heard of Sammy Hagar back in the 80s? Do you remember this? Had you heard of him? Because I remember the guys going to see him, and I was like, who's Sammy Hagar? You know, I didn't know who he was. I'd never heard him in Montrose at that point.
Harvest knew them. Kenny went.
Yeah.
And he said, "Here, listen to this." I was like, "What? Why didn't you tell me?"
Of course, he went
about
on,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
And he went on to join, you know, Van Halen and all the rest of it. But I mean, I always thought that stuff was okay. I was never a big fan. But now the band called Chicken Foot.
That band,
yeah.
HSAS.
Oh yeah, that was a weird album. That with Neil Sean, wasn't it?
Brilliant album.
Aye, Whiter Shades of Pale version of that. Brilliant version of it. What a singer he is. I mean, I don't think he's a great songwriter. I'm not sure if Andy agrees with that, but I think his solo stuff is quite weak. You know, there's like Red's a good song, and you know, there's some good songs, but the albums, there's not really a great album, but he's such a good performer and a great frontman. That's just my opinion. I don't know if I think you disagree. Do you disagree with that, mate?
I
think
always
you do
disagree.
a bit, don't you? It's a bit like Paul Rogers, yeah. Right, yeah. Which is fine. Which is absolutely fine. But he's now become this weird sort of ubiquitous rock star who, if you don't know him, he ended up at one point about 10 years ago, he started a tequila company. And I mean, I'm not looking at Wikipedia here. I'm just doing this from memory. I can't remember the name of the company or anything, but he's into tequila, and he bought this farm. I think there's a documentary about it, isn't there?
Cool.
And he made this tequila, and I've got something downstairs. It's really good. I mean, I'm not that keen on tequila, but his tequila is pretty damn good. And he sold it for a friggin' fortune, didn't he? He got like 50 million quid or something for it, you know. And Andrew saying, I saw Sammy Hagar 1980. Band was so tight live. Yeah, they were an incredible outfit. despite his curly hair, he was amazing, a bit like Dan McCafferty.
$80
And
in 2007.
how much?
$80 million.
80 million was it? That's more than I thought. Right, amazing. But he sold the Apollo out, and it was weird because he was one of these guys, a bit like who was like him? Scheme. Who else was like Sammy? Because he wasn't famous at all at this point.
Yeah.
Montrose were quite famous, but he came to the Apollo. No one generally knew who he was, but he sold it out twice, 2 years in a row. Sold it out, and the year that Tom Russell got involved. Actually, Andy, we need to ask him if he's got a Sammy Hagar interview for our Access All Areas podcast coming soon on all platforms in the world. Because Sammy is a bit of a character. The thing I love, the chicken foot, the bandies he had, and I don't know, he's always changing the act. I think he might be a bit of a knob because he's always changing band, a bit like Glenn Hughes. He's never in a band for more than a couple of years. But he did Chicken Foot, and he did that. There's an incredible version of Highway Star, Deep Purple song, and it brings all the passion back that Purple. They're all guys now. My God, it's brilliant. Anyway, there's a couple of tracks here, and I'm sorry, Andy and I did try, but this is ones that we had on the system from before. Because the atmosphere is amazing. It's a bit like Andy. The other band was like ZZ Top.
Yeah.
They weren't famous when they played the Apollo. Sold it out. We were there.
Yep.
And anyway, this is
that was
in Belchup.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll enjoy this, guys.
Just one thing, something, anything.
Sammy Hagar at the Glasgow Apollo, fantastic guy and a brilliant recording. I'm sorry Andy and I couldn't find any more tonight, but it's good, wasn't it, mate? Not bad at all.
It's good. I like that one.
Yeah,
that,
Rock Candy's after.
I've done everything for you.
Yeah, the first
Yeah.
one.
Rick Springfield song. He did that.
Did he?
Yeah. Well, he did the
Right.
version of it.
Did a version of it, yeah. But it's funny because he's one of these guys that he's not a household name, but he's hugely famous. It's bizarre, isn't it? It's like he had this career where it's a weird career because Montrose did really well, and then he was solo, went really big in America. There's a film called Heavy Metal. Have you seen that film? The
I haven't
cartoon
heard it, but
Heavy Metal.
I've
Aye.
heard the song.
The song Heavy Metal, yeah, and it's got nothing to do with the music Heavy Metal. It's just it's a cartoon called Heavy Metal, and he did the theme tune to it, and that was massive in the States. I don't really like it, to be honest, but then he went solo and he had all these hits in America, nothing in the UK, not a sausage. Then of course, then he joined Van Halen, and it all went massive again, and he became the household name. The weirdest thing about him is it's almost like, I mean, he was never going to be Dave Lee Roth. I mean, come on, there's only one Dave Lee Roth. I mean, great front man, can't sing for toffee, but brilliant. Hagar doesn't have any charisma, but a great singer and a brilliant guitar player. And it's weird how the two of them ended up in Van Halen. Did you like the Sammy Hagar Van Halen, mate? Because I know you're obviously a big Van Halen fan.
Yeah, it was all right. I was against it at the time, but you know.
Were you?
Yeah. 50. I hated 5150.
I didn't like it much either, to be honest. I didn't. You
But
know,
it's good now.
and
It's fine.
it's quite good now when you listen to it. Yeah.
You know.
But I always thought he was better doing Red or, you know, the stuff that he did before Van Halen. But now, of course, he's so famous that it's quite bizarre. But and he's a fit bugger, isn't he? I mean, he must be nearly 80 now. He's like this fit
He's
guy.
77.
They're about to start 77, is he, right? And they're about to start a residency in Vegas.
All right.
And the Chicken Foot guys, I mean, it's Joe Satriani, the bass player from Van Halen, who's a great singer. I think it was awful when they got rid of him. Was it Mark? What's his name? Mark Anthony.
Michael.
And then the drummer is Michael Anthony. Who's the drummer?
It says it's Jason Bonham, but it's not Jason Bonham.
It was him for a while, but I can't remember. But anyway, it was
It's a session to
okay.
Mick Arnoff,
Session
Kenny
man,
Arnoff, is it? Maybe.
Is that his name? Is it? No, okay.
Who knows? I could Google this.
But anyway, showing that video just reminded me of our pal Stuart Campbell, who died a few years ago, and that was the story. If you've not heard it before, that was when Andy and I were first doing this, really, and Andy had done the brilliant website, and then BBC Radio Scotland, Tom Morton got in touch, and he asked us to come into the studio in Glasgow, and Andy obviously was away and couldn't make it, so I went into Glasgow and did the interview with Tom, and it's probably horribly. I was going to have my TV voice, my radio voice, and it was a terrible interview. It's fucking embarrassing. But anyway, during that interview, I got hello.
Hello, yes, Tom. You're quite correct there.
We need. Well, I was so nervous and talking terrible. It was terrible. But maybe we should play that one week because it was so bad that it's funny. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, and Andy sent me. It was ages ago. He sent me, and I was like, "Oh my god, listen to that."
Was he in Shetland?
No, it was when he's still doing Radio Scotland, mate. It was that long ago. It was 20 years ago, nearly.
In Shetland. He did like.
Maybe he was broadcast. He was still on Radio Scotland at the time.
Oh, you actually went in to see him.
I went into the studio. Yeah, I went to the studio, and it was me, him, and one of these journalist types that talks about music, but they've never been there. Belcher, yeah, he's not a bad guy, but
he did that bloody documentary about
Chad Smith. No, he did. Yeah, he did. Okay. I'm not. Anyway, I'll rewind that and not say it again. Jimmy's saying first saw Sammy Hagar with Montrose in the mid-70s with Ted Nugent. Oh, brilliant. Ted Nugent's a knob, but I have to say, love him. Chad Smith was the drummer. That's who I thought it was. Chad Smith, mate.
Oh, okay.
So he's
But he's
been
in a
replaced-
band called the.
replaced-
He's not doing Chicken's Foot now. It's called The Circle.
Ah, that's right, the Circle. But they keep changing it because I think he might be a knob. Anyway, Andrew's saying it was a real different Halen with Hagar. I like the 5150. Oh, Andrew doesn't like it either. Of Sammy, like that he played the guitar real good too. Yeah, and that was the one thing I always thought was great because Eddie was always the focal point. You know, there was the jester at the front, you know, wiggling his arse, pretending he was who was he copying again? Forgot his name. That Van Halen guy. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And but when Sammy came in, he brought a different dimension. But I have to say, I think Andy's probably right that you can't. I mean, some of the Van Halen stuff, 1984, brilliant album, first album, brilliant album. The ones been the two, not so keen. But Hagar did bring a different dimension to them. But anyway, that's a debate thing. Jason left Sammy because of family. Oh, did he? I didn't know that. Didn't know that. But Andy's not saying. I can't believe he's not getting me an abuse for slagging off Dave Lee Roth. Come on, Andy, give me some abuse for fuck's sake. Got really quiet. It was Dandy, wasn't it? The guy Dandy copied, wasn't it? Thing with Dandy. What band was he in again? They played the Apollo, didn't they? Thing with Dandy. Remember the guy that Dave Lee Roth looks like? Dresses like him, hair like him, dressed like him.
Can't be arsed.
Thing with Dandy. What was it? I know you can't.
Big Jim Dan.
Okay. Jim Dandy, that's the one. I like Van
played
Hagar
didn't
for a
he?
short
He
lived
played
band.
a
Yeah, they were all right. Paul Sandler. And Paul Sandler, for fuck's sake, I saw Sammy. Aha!
Big Jim Dan.
Boots. Yeah. Sammy Hagar, Montrose, absolutely fantastic. Get back in your box and bugger off. But he's amazing. He's an incredible guy. Anyway, right. So a couple of pieces of music to finish with. What's that? Black Oak. That's right. No, it's Black Oak, Arkansas. That isn't it? It's not Arkansas. It's Arkansas, isn't it? Please listen to. Fair warning. Yeah, no, I have, Kenny, and I don't mind it, but I've always found Van Halen. They had that sort of. How would you know the sort of when you listen to the albums? There's all those sort of old-fashioned songs with him because he couldn't save himself. So he used to do those weird tunes, and I was never keen on them. No, I don't know. I never.
Shut your face. He could sing.
He could sing, but in a particular way. Oh, I'm getting abused now. He couldn't sing. He jumped about. Anyway. Good to see all opinions welcome. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're absolutely right. All opinions are welcome. And Big Country, The Alarm, and Sammy Hagar are not Poodle Rock. So we're gonna two tracks. Right, hang on. I'll stop slagging off Van Halen now. What have I not played? Right. This is. Do you remember this song, Lost Patrol Mate? Do you remember it? Big Country. I don't remember it. It's one of the ones you chose.
I like
it. It
it.
was near the beginning of the set. You like it? I don't remember it. I was trying. We're going to play one more track after this just for a laugh. But this is Big Country.
Lost Patrol!
It's been brilliant featuring Big Country tonight. They're a great band. I hope you've enjoyed that. You enjoyed that, mate?
I did.
Enjoy that song?
I think I chose that one because everyone's singing.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. So really, I didn't know it. I mean, when you well, I'd heard it, but when you selected it, I listened to it earlier and I went, I don't know that song. And it's a really good song, and you're right. The harmonies are good, and I love the guitar player. It's brilliant,
Yeah.
absolutely brilliant. Jimmy's saying something here is really interesting. He says, as an American, Big Country was really very popular here
Yeah.
stateside on radio. Really, that's
He
really
said-
interesting. That I
said
would
that-
never have thought
It
that.
said on the Wikipedia page that In a Big Country was a big hit on MTV. I'd never seen it.
Really? God, that's amazing,
that-
Jimmy. I didn't know that.
There was a description of the video. Never heard. Never even. Don't even.
Yeah.
Remember. You know. We were.
Right.
We
I
didn't.
don't remember.
We
it.
haven't. We had Top of the
Nazareth
Pops.
will always be my.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We had Top of the Pops. That
Yeah, that's probably right. And we'd no way of seeing the videos, did we? We didn't have any access to any channels or anything, so it wasn't like today. And Jimmy goes on to say, Nazareth will always be my favourite Scottish band. No disrespect to all others from Scotland. No, mate, no, Nazareth are fantastic. Great band. I always think though that the most underrated band ever from Scotland is Alex Harvey Band. I don't understand why they never really made it. I know we all think they did, but they didn't. They didn't sell many records. They didn't. He never became a household name. He maybe influenced Frankie Miller, Rod Stewart, all these other people, but he never really got famous. If you go down here, nobody's ever heard of him in England. Not so. And if I wore a T-shirt saying, sensational Alex Harvey, but they'll go, who's that? They would have no idea. Whereas Nazareth, I think people have heard of Nazareth.
Yeah.
Don't know. What do you think, mate? Is it the same in Australia, or is
He did
it?
die
I don't
a
know.
long time ago.
Oh, it was mega long time ago, but it's still like well, so did Elvis Presley. You know what I mean? He was never like as big as Elvis, but
Elvis was Elvis.
but Elvis was Elvis. But I don't know. I just think that Alex gets a raw deal because he started AC/DC. He started Rod Stewart. He started Frankie. And it was like he was the man, and he just doesn't. You're talking about AC/DC, probably the biggest selling band in history, album wise, not single wise, but album wise.
One of the
Unbelievable, hugely influenced by Alex Harvey, and but no. Anyway, so have you enjoyed tonight, Andy? Nah.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good.
It's great having these really good recordings, isn't it?
is.
I love the fact we've managed to find some cracking recordings. That's brilliant.
And that, I'm pretty sure that recording, if you're on YouTube, go on YouTube. It's on YouTube. Pretty sure it is. If it's not, we can put it on at some point.
We can put it on, can't we? Yeah. But anyway, as you said earlier, my friend, thanks to Jack and the guys over at Rescued Recordings. It's such an amazing job they're doing. It's so important. It's keeping this stuff alive. Andy and I, as you might know, if you've been tuning in, I've been recording a new podcast with Tom Russell. What's it called again, Andy?
It's called Access. So it's called Access All Areas, the Tom Russell tapes.
The reason I said that is poor Tom. It was really funny. He couldn't quite remember it when we were recording it. It was really funny because he was like, "What was it called again, guys?" And we've got it on recording. I'm not going to edit that out, mate. It's kind of really funny. But Tom is a lovely, lovely man.
Yeah.
You couldn't wish for a better man to be doing this with. So. And every week, Andy always says it better than I do, but every week Andy goes, "That's Tom Russell. That was Tom Russell. We were talking to Tom Russell." But it's coming soon. We're probably going to record, aren't we? One more? Maybe?
One more, yeah.
know.
Well, we've done the groundwork, but we might as well.
Yeah, and then me and Andy will then do the editing, and then we'll get it online, and it's going to be between 11 and 13 episodes, and it's just brilliant. I mean, it's brilliant. Listening to Tom doing these interviews from all over the decades with these really amazing bands, so it's fabulous. It's fabulous. So that's coming soon. Next week, now, I was thinking, Rescue Recordings posted that really good gig from Bebop Deluxe. So maybe
Oh,
then,
yeah.
mate, what do you think?
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
'Cause we played a couple of their tracks and we were blown away, weren't we? It was brilliant. I mean, it was not a band that ever hit our radar, but they were fantastic. And maybe, how about we mix them with maybe Average White Band or something? 'Cause that, you know, again, a great band that were very, very popular,
Is that a
but
thing?
now kind of disappeared. Is there? I think there is a recording. I think there is. I'm not certain, Andy. I'm not certain, mate. I'm not certain. That would be a good combo anyway. You know, Bebop Deluxe and the Average White Band or something like. What would go well with them? Doesn't need to go. It doesn't need to
Doesn't need to
necessarily
go.
be that well. Something like that would be quite cool. I would like to put Scheme along with Bebop Deluxe, but last time we played Scheme, it's probably the worst we've ever had. We got completely kicked off. It was bizarre. Completely bizarre.
There's no Average White
Who's
Band.
that? Is there not? Okay. Nora's saying, great show, fellas. Thank you. Hope to see you again next week. You will. Oh, wait a minute. What date's next week? I'm going to a gig on the 7th. Is that next week or the week after? No, I think it's the week after. So we're on next week, but not the following week.
7th is Friday.
I'm going to. Is that next Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, so there's no show next Friday then, because I've been invited to a gig in Stratford-upon-Avon to see a band who are called Comfortably Prog, who do Camel, Genesis, Pink Floyd, etc.
Yeah.
And a charity gig for Parkinson's disease. So I'm going to go to that next week. Maybe we can still do a show, but anyway, yeah. But we'll see. But I doubt we won't be able to do a show at 9:30. But maybe we could do a show at 10:30. I don't know. I need to look at the timings because there's 3 bands on that night, and they're the middle band. There's a sort of there's a sort of reggae band on, then there's them on second, and then there's a sort of Motown band headlining it. So it's a bit of a mixture of music. But I think that it's probably going to be too late. I'm a half an hour drive from Stratford as well, so it's probably not going to happen. But anyway, you never know. But if the guys from Comfortably Prog are listening, which they might be actually, because they said they would, can't wait to see you guys. Really looking forward to it. Play some Marillion. Anyway, right, and anyway, so maybe Bebop Deluxe. Maybe the Buzzcocks would go well with them. Andy, what do you think? The Buzzcocks.
Do we have a Buzzcock?
Pop punk. Yeah, we've got the Buzzcocks. Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we do.
Sort of pop punks. Somebody said earlier about how Green Day and Co had copied The Alarm, and you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. I forgot to respond to that. Sorry, I saw it and I went, "Yep, you're absolutely right." So The Alarm were hugely influential in all these bands, but again, they're not that well known, but they definitely helped create that pop punk sort of sound. You're absolutely right. I think it was Raymond that said that. He's gone now, but
no, it was
anyway.
it was young James.
Who was it?
My son.
Was it James?
James.
Oh, sorry, James.
James
Sorry,
Mancaviti,
James.
my son.
My son.
My son.
Yeah, my son. So can I just say hello? I've got a few folk that are not going to be tuning in live, but they're going to be listening tomorrow. Can I say hello to Cheryl, to Ian, to Rohan, to Danny and Daniel? Thanks, guys, for tuning in, and I'll see you on Tuesday. I know that doesn't mean anything to anybody, but it means something to me, to them. What's that? Catch you soon, guys. Good show. Thank you very much. Now we're going to play one more track, mate.
Thanks.
And I think it was your fault. You said Scorpions, Andy. You said Scorpions. And going to play the Scorpions. Another great recording.
What is it?
And I'm sorry, it's a predictable song. It's not. It's not that one, but it's close. This is from Love At First Sting, and it's an awful. When you look at it now, the album cover is shockingly bad. And Boots, this lot you could call Poodle Rock, but they were top of the class Poodle Rock. Scorpions from Glasgow.
Oh.
Great song. Scorpions at Glasgow Apollo. That was, mate, one of the best bands I ever saw at the Apollo. Before they started to whistle. It's
I should have
they
got.
were
Why did I not
amazing.
go to
And
that?
I have no idea because I mean I have to be honest. I didn't even know who they were when I went to it. I had no clue who they were. And somebody said to me, "You must see the Scorpions," and I was like, "Who are the Scorpions?" I had no idea who they were, and they were brilliant. Oh God, what a good night that was. Who was that? It must have been Kenny Harvey actually, or maybe
Norman?
it was Graham Potter. I don't remember, but
No, I think Noddy.
maybe I don't know. Maybe
Noddy's got a bit of a soft spot for the Scorpion.
Scorpion.
Yeah.
They're brilliant. I mean, they're absolutely brilliant, and I know they became like world massive, huge after that with the whistling and the nonsense. But they were a great heavy metal band, a great heavy rock band in that sort of German tradition. They were brilliant, and I think we should have a show with a bit more of them. Actually, one song's not enough. They were brilliant and then funny as well because we've had a laugh about them before, about how he obviously just shouts shite in between the songs. But they're a great band.
Yeah.
And with loads of folks saying they enjoyed the show. It's funny because we've kind of
Now let's do
accidentally
our.
changed it, haven't we?
Will we do our like and subscribe just to get 2 people on YouTube this
Go
week?
on. We need 2 more, don't we, to get to 1,000 or something?
I don't know. We need a few. 220,
Andy.
200,
Go on,
220.
go on, Andy. Do it, Andy. Do it.
Look, if you can be arsed.
You're shite at marketing, mate. If you can be arsed.
If you can be arsed, just press that button down there somewhere. If you're watching on YouTube, good.
Yeah.
If you're watching on something
If you
else,
can be
good. If you can be arsed, just press the button there, mate.
And
Yeah, I mean, it's going to help us out somewhere. I don't know. There's something
and
happening.
actually,
If we get to 1,000, something
it would help.
happens.
It would help.
We get magic beans in the post. And we plant them.
Yeah.
Think a magic door to a magic kingdom is opened.
Mate,
when you get 1,000.
You should
I don't know
definitely be
what
in marketing. You should be in marketing. You
Mate,
should be. I'm telling
I'm
you.
all
You should
over
be.
it, mate.
I
All
know.
over
I
it.
know.
I told you, by the way. By the way, I've taken down all the t-shirts apart from.
Aye. No, you're going to tell us why. You're going to just keep it to yourself until you and I talk.
I just couldn't be bothered with it.
Ah, okay.
I was too tired of getting them being stolen.
Aye,
It's a lot of
that
work,
has
Sandy.
happened quite a lot, right enough, hasn't it?
Emailing folk going, "Hey, down."
Manage it.
You just.
Yeah. It's kind of flattery, but it's also kind of annoying, isn't it? Yeah. So no show next week. I'll be at a gig in Stratford upon. What am I doing living in bloody Cotswolds? Anyway, so next week I'll be at a gig listening to Camel, Genesis, and all these sorts of wonderful non-poodle hair bands.
This is there must be something wrong with me.
Yeah, we know that.
Because
what, January?
No, this is for me it's February, mate.
You're in the future, aren't you? Yeah.
So Friday is a 1.
He's over there.
Next Friday's a 7. Next Friday is a 14. 28. See, it feels nice.
Oh.
It's just me.
Do you think we're going to get a sponsorship from Sony or something?
I hope so.
Finally, we're going to get our syndicated podcast across the world about the Glasgow Apollo. Yeah, it'd be great, wouldn't it? I think it'd be great. But I think it may be AAA access only as the Tom
It's
Russell
not
tapes.
AAA. That was a stumbling block. It's got it now, though. Tom, you have it now.
I know.
You have it.
Tom, we love you, man.
We are honoured.
Shout out to.
I'm honoured to have you on my screen.
Oh, it feels bizarre.
Very bizarre.
Yeah. Also, big shout out to Marianne Faithfull.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God, what a woman! You know when you you hear about these people, and men and women, but she was an absolute muse, a complete, sorry, sexist. There's no sexist. She was a babe. And then when she got older, she was like curious, and she did also a weird Metallic album. Remember
Yeah.
that? It was a weird album. But she was incredible, and she was big friends with one of the guys, one of the rocking tours. He used to go around every week and have a cup of tea with her. And I hope he's all right because he's going to be gutted.
Yeah.
Gary Pratt, and it's a real shame because he loved her. I mean, he talked about her all the time, and it's a real shame that she's gone. But she was incredible, And all this sometimes, I get a bit bored with all this. Men and women are the same. What a fucking hard note. She was an extraordinary woman, and the world is a lesser place without Marianne Faithfull. She was amazing. Did she ever play the Apollo?
No.
Mate,
No.
www. Got GlasgowApollo.com.
She never.
She never did.
She never played the Apollo.
She never did. But she was extraordinary. I mean, it's like Kate Bush. When eventually in about 1,000 years we lose Kate Bush, but the same. Kate Bush musically much better than Marianne Faithfull ever was, but still in that sort of inspirational music sort of type and extraordinary. And so Marianne Faithfull, and I know a lot of you like Marianne Faithfull, and she was extraordinary. And maybe we should grow up a wee bit as a podcast and start playing non-Apollo stuff, and maybe we should be playing Marianne Faithfull right now. I'd like to, but let's see how the whole podcast world develops over the next few months, and maybe we can. So you've been listening to the Glasgow Apollo live with me, Scott MacArthur.
And me, Andy Muir. I think we did this earlier.
So we're going to have a break. We probably did, mate. So we're having a week off next week, so I can go to a gig. I don't go to many gigs at the moment, so I'm quite looking forward to seeing Comfortably Prog in Stratford-upon-Avon. And if you're in the area, come, because it's like it's amazing because it's a venue. They just built it about 2 years ago. If you know Stratford, you've got the Royal Shakespeare Company on one side of the river. Then the opposite side of the river, there's a big park. In the middle of the park, there's a pavilion, and that's where the gig is. And it's for Parkinson's disease, so it's quite an important thing. The guys are really enthusiastic, looking forward to it. So if you can come along, I know this is mainly people from Scotland, but just in case any of you are around about my area and you'd like to come along, that'd be brilliant. And you can throw a pint at me or something because I slag off the Ramones or Glenn Hughes or whatever, Anyway, that was our Poodle Rocks special. You enjoy it, mate?
I enjoyed the Poodle Rocks.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Poodle Rock rocks. I tell you, it's just the best.
Yeah.
It's up there. But
It's up there with the
and any more abuse?
the dog-based rock bands.
Yeah,
Trigger Rock, Jack Russell Rock.
Jack Russell. Right.
Oh, he was in Great
I'm going
White.
to go
Sorry,
for
he was in Great White.
I'm drinking this. Look, it's famously crap wine, but I like it. It's like jammy red stuff. It's called Jammy Shed.
Right.
It's obviously a copy, but it's very nice. Far too sweet,
Where's it from?
but I like it. And I'm going to finish it. I'm working in the morning, so I can't go too daft. But anyway, the next thing you're going to hear is Mr. Muir singing. Good night, everybody.